The new movie Fatherhood dropped on Netflix this week. The movie stars Kevin Hart, Melanie Hurd, Alfre Woodward, DeWanda Wise, Anthony Carrigan, Lily Howery, and Paul Reiser. The movie's directed by Paul Weitz. Kevin Hart gives a great acting performance in here. It's not really his what you're used to from Kevin Hart, but it's kind of like that Jim Carrey role. Like you see the sadness in his eyes in this movie. It's very um, heart wrenching movie for him. It's not funny and laughs and jokes after one after another. There's very serious moments in this movie, and Kevin Hart delivers on both those serious moments and the funny moments very well. For example, when he learns his wife is dead at the beginning of the film, you see it in his eyes how heartbroken he is, and he just breaks down and cries and all that, and you feel that with his character and with his performance. And also the sidekick characters or the side characters for Kevin Hart's friends and his wife's mom give great performances as well. They're all a certain type of person and they stay that person throughout and don't change, where Kevin Hart's changing and becoming a father and dealing with how to grow up, how to raise a child. Yeah, one part of the movie I thought was very well done is the balance of emotions, of humor and sorrow throughout. You get a very serious, sad moment, but then it would just click the next scene and just bring you a little laugh, a chuckle to your face, a smile, and it made you okay with that sadness in a way. But that's all done with a great choice of music right before a serious scene, building up to that scene, and then it just hitting you hard because of that music, gives that emphasis on the scene that is already magnified by the performances there. The movie actually gives a great look inside on life lessons of bringing up a kid in the world and just how to be a parent and the struggles of being a parent. Uh, Even a single parent, which Kevin Hart is here with his wife dying, it just shows the struggles they go through and the decisions and uh, sacrifices they have to make being a parent. One part of the movie that I thought wasn't as strong as the other scenes is when it jumped in time. It jumped probably like 7 years to a young child instead of a baby. I thought this was kind of weird for the movie. I think it should have stuck with the baby and him learning how to take care of a baby rather than a, a 7 year old, 8 year old child. I think that could have been a whole other movie that they could have made with this. And then the movie loses steam once Kevin Hart starts dating again, and I think it just shifts the tone of the movie in a way that I didn't like. So there's that part of it. But overall, the movie was very good, I thought, and it's very funny as well. There's a poop joke in there about a baby pooping, and it's getting related to two guns pretty much firing. And I thought it was funny. And poop jokes usually don't land for me; they're kind of lowbrow, but I found this one pretty funny in his comparison to the poop to bullets and all that and getting hit with it. It's very funny. And then another thing I noticed about this movie is how many product placements there were. There's a lot of PBR bottles, Sam Adams bottles, because they're in Boston. And you even see a direct shot of like a Cheetos bag. And there's a little joke with the flaming hot Cheetos giving it to a baby and all that. So I found those kind of shoehorned in and wish they were more subtle. But the movie is very funny. I enjoyed it a lot. Just kind of went down for me once the child was starting to grow up. I think they should have stayed it with the baby and learning how to raise that rather than jumping ahead in time, because I felt that story wasn't uh, done yet, and there's still growth for him to go from there. And that movie could have been complete with just a baby rather than the baby growing up to be a young adult kid. But overall, I give Fatherhood, let's say, I'll give it a 70 I'll give it a 70 out of 100. I think that's a good score for it. It's a pretty good Kevin Hart movie. Go check it out now on Netflix and let me know what you guys think in the comments.